Back to my rusty RP-1 playthrough, which is only slight to moderate amounts of rust at this point. So let's see. I think we have a ComSat coming up. Yes. 476 units, that's fine. Between 8 and 27, that's fine. 776, that's fine. 44. So, "91 days until that unlocks, and then we can start building our lunar lander." This is taking a shockingly long amount of time to build. We're not going to get the infusion of science from Mars that we need to pump up our build rates until that's half built. Then we'll get a bunch of science. It really, really sucks that of the 2 fire ant launches, one of them failed, because we would have had another like 300 science, and that would have been some badly needed upgrades. But them's the breaks. Alright, so we're gonna roll that thing out. Launch to 45 degrees and high altitude. I guess just to not have an idle VAB, I'm going to go ahead and can I? Yes. Well, that took a bunch of money away, I presume. Yes, it did, because it's expensive, but we'll at least not have an idle VAB. Okay. So 48. That all is fine. We need to redo that for hot staging. Let's go. We're going to have such a severe pitch down when we switch over to guidance, but that's fine. It's not like we don't have spare delta V. And there we go. I sort of enjoy how very much like a Titan this whole thing is. Ooh, what config is this anyway? 6. I thought I'd unlocked the 7.1, but I guess not. Maybe I just haven't updated it in this launch vehicle yet. Wait a minute. How did the vernier fail again? That's so weird. That thing is supposed to be 50 hours, and yet it failed to ignite. Failed to ignite on the last launch, too. I'm beginning to wonder about shenanigans. Yeah. Oh, I guess I should turn on RCS so we can correct our roll. Man, I think people playing KSP in this, particularly with MechJump, do not understand how important it was to keep roll centered during ascent for guidance, because it makes the guidance problem so much easier if you can reduce it to basically a one-dimensional problem, which is your pitch angle. I mean, PVG will support doglegs and all sorts of things, so you do have a changing launch azimuth, but it's basically just a one-dimensional problem. Even then, it's a two-dimensional problem. Like, you put a third dimension in, and goodness gracious. There we go. Hey, Lamont. Sorry, can you expand a bit on that? I was talking about roll, and you're talking about side slip? But like during a dogleg, you'd have to have some side slip at some point, so I would assume. But side slip is your... how far off yaw you are, unless we're talking about different things. Oh, if you only have two degrees of control, you keep side slip zeroed and you control everything with pitch, and you use roll to control. Okay, I think now I get what you mean. Is that what you're talking about? So you can, yeah, so basically, yeah, it's a way of getting away with not having yaw gimbaling, or any yaw authority at all, where you only have pitch control and roll control, and you can do that with two engines that have single plane gimbaling, where you gimbal both engines together to get pitch, and the engines individually to get roll. So you always roll to keep your side slip zero, and then you get yaw by means of pitch, basically. Sound and Fury was talking about this for, I think didn't like I think Black Arrow did that. It's the sort of thing that the Brits would do, right? Because they reused the one degree gimbaling, one axis gimbaling gamma engines on the second stage. Yeah, and I think the Soviets did that on something as well. Forget exactly what the Soviets did that was single axis gimbaling like that. Why are we warping so slowly? That's super weird. Whoa. Today's apparently today is my day for failures. But I just want to not worry about this contract. So let's just do it, and I'll debit myself some money when we get back. Oops, wrong thing. Totally wrong thing. Right thing. That'll do. And I should debit myself about, I think, 8 million. Lamont, yeah, I would expect that they would want to. Not because of the lack of control authority per se, but yeah, because they wouldn't want to be yawing so their plumes would interfere. Okay. Which automated toy? There's a bunch of different automated toys. Well, to be fair to the Air Force, generally their toys weren't automated. The mini shuttle looking thing. Are you thinking Asset and Prime, or are you thinking X-37? Or are you thinking, or, oh, you're thinking about X-20. X-37 was in a payload fairing, though. But that reminds me, I presume all the boosted Titan 3s did zero side slip as well. Yeah, but for any exposed wings, you'd for sure want zero side slip. Okay, so I guess we're going to launch ourselves a space lab. Okay. What on earth is so slow? Something is going on here. Super weird. Anywho. Well. Oh, you're probably... What looked like dinosaur recently? Well, I mean, Dream Chaser looks more like it than X-37 does. But... Alright, so we definitely don't want anybody aboard this thing. So the last launch of the old Foxhound. What kind of orbit do we want for this thing? Laurent, you have the Pentium of memories, is what you're saying? How much delta V do we have? Not as much as I would like. But we should be able to get to let's oh that could give us multiple launch windows a day. See, I'd really like to launch this to a higher latitude, but I'm not sure we have the delta V for it. Oh, we have a liftoff. We have a high liftoff thrust-to-weight ratio. That's not as bad as I thought. So yeah, maybe we can do a nice like 40-degree. Yeah, but PVG is going to lie. PVG definitely lies. So let's try this. See, yeah, it's there's no way that's true. But it's still a useful metric to see. So that costs 300 extra meters per second. That only costs 100. So let's go to an even 50. I think 48 degrees was what they planned originally, and I had to boost it higher. So we'll do 48 degrees. That's probably fine. So 849. So that's 300. All right, I doubt. I think we probably have to go to 200 by 450 because I really don't think we have as much spare as we think we do. It will probably cost us about 9150 to get to orbit. We have, take the 330 off that, that's 9650, 9350. Yeah, it's only about 200 meters per second to play with. So I think we're going to have to go to 200 kilometers. But this number can go back up. Well, yeah, like I really would like to raise that perigee, but I'm sort of scared. Even with a 5-minute upper? Alright, I'm going to take you at your word. Yeah, there's no way that I'm going to risk that for the station. So we'll do like that. Alright. Let's see what we get. Alright, the good thing is we can top off the propellant tanks a little bit with the upcoming Beluga mission to the station. You think I'm not pitching over fast enough? Yeah, probably wasn't. Flight recorder, the man says. What do you want to see? Yeah, for 1.3 I was tempted to go up to 0.6 degrees pitch rate, but I mean, like, I saw it pitch down, which meant by definition it was overlofted. But giving the station an easy ride. Yeah, we're going to be running on dregs. Also, there is the fact that we're hot staging, which means we'll lose a couple meters per second off that. You gotta be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. I have had a failure literally every launch, almost twice a launch, this entire boot of KSP. I now firmly believe and agree with the mantra that test flight clusters. Look at that acceleration. Yeah, that's expected to. Alright. I'd really rather not do this, but I am just going to revert because this is way too many failures. Way too many failures. Alright, so 0.6. We'll try 0.6. That's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride. Hey, NorCal Planner. Yep, this is launching Space Lab. About 20 tons worth of MOL plus living quarters plus a science ring. Well, NorCal Planner, you have excellent timing, because we're pretty stable now. These numbers are still going to be tight. Alright, so we slightly overlofted again, but, like, whatevs. NorCal Planner, I believe that's correct. Check with PAP and Discord, but I think that's correct. This rocket has actually been pretty reliable. It's what I did all my lunar missions with. It's just for some reason this launch of KSP I've had a failure on on basically every launch. Or sorry, I've only had the 2 launches. The last launch I had 3 failures. This launch I've already had a failure. 2 failures? 3 failures? I forget. It's pretty ridiculous. on things that I've launched literally dozens of times. Nope, one of them failed again. Alright, this launch of KSP is cursed, I swear. It's beyond ridiculous. Alright, so we're gonna play some tricks. What's going on? What on earth is going on here? What is guidance doing? Well, at least now you can see the station. Right, because it's trying to... anything it does increases its roll rate. Alright, well... Alright. And that was the heat bug, I assume. Alright, and let's get up to 250. Alright. Lamont, what you just saw is it trying to reorient the vessel and not realizing that that effectively was a roll actuation. Pitch in that situation was actually sort of a roll actuation. Alright, that was basically the orbit we planned. Yeah, that is the danger of an engine out, is that some control actuations will effectively be roll actuations, no matter what you want them to be. That's why that Centaur failed, I think. It'd also be real nice if kill rot actually killed rot. It didn't go back to where it was. Although that, I guess, is that a thing? Is that an issue with the hybrid controller? Where when you click it, it just remembers its thing? Because I thought it used to be that SAS was try to maintain that position, and kill rot was just stop all my angular velocities. Oh yeah, we need some solar power for sure. Oops. You've got to be kidding me. I set them up as mirrored. Why did they show up as not mirrored? I'm only going to get half the solar power I was supposed to get? Alright, I guess I have to edit the SFS file to fix that. That's super annoying. Yeah, kill rot doesn't. It tries to maintain. Like if so say I'm pitching like this. If I clicked kill rot right now, it would kill things and then try to go back to here on pitch. NorCal Planner, yeah, it's hitting a bit close to home. Also, that RCS is way more powerful than... Oh, is it the two... Oh, yeah, because I'm using double Apollo's RCS for 2/3 of Apollo's mass. That's why it's so snappy. Should not have packed that much RCS. Anyway, let's look at our electric charge quickly decrease. Oh yeah, look at it go. Firing the OMS. Okay, that's pretty good. So, other than that glaring issue with the solar panels, everything else about this thing seems to be correct. Oh, except they're going to be frickin' quaternions, aren't they? That's not going to be super easy to deal with. Also, I hope that's not going to be the case with the capsule, because I think I added those things to the capsule too. Well, we'll find out. Also, why do we have no connection? Are we not over a... Oh, because we're over the no comm sites for you portion of the globe. Okay. Well, we now have a space station. Now we just have to send a crew to it. But not today, because today I'm going to bed. So thank you everybody for watching that failure-ific period of time. Maybe when I launch KSP tomorrow, or whenever I stream again, it will not be quite so failure-ific. Let me just quickly check Beluga Doberman. Let's look at these solar panels. Yeah, I swear I set them up correctly when I did them, but I guess maybe I didn't somehow. All right, at least this is correct. All right, so that's fine. I may just not deal with the config file and just like hyper-edit the electric charge full again, because I know the charge rate would be fine if it weren't the way it was. So anyhow, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.